Holy cow, you guys sent in a lot of questions. Thank you all so much for helping contribute to this video. It means a lot. I'm glad you guys are, actually interested in asking me questions and whatnot. So, let's get into answering them. Pork or beef? Both are good, but I think I prefer beef. This doesn't sound right coming from a horse. What got you into making covers? Okay, I think it's finally time I tell you guys about the whole I Cant Fix You thing. It all started with me going to a friend's house for a sleepover either in 2016 or 2017. I think it was 2017. And it was during that sleepover he showed me this music video from The Living Tombstone called I Cant Fix You. Now, it's important that I mention that during this time I had no knowledge about Five Nights at Freddy's other than that it was a horror game. And I was a good little Christian boy, and I still am. So at that time I had pretty much no knowledge or association with anything in the horror genre. So watching this video was kind of my first introduction to that. To Five Nights at Freddy's and that style of music, hard, electronic, and rockish. I'm not really sure how else to describe it, but I've never heard or seen anything quite like that video before, and it was almost a little traumatizing, with the wires squirming and flailing out of the animatronics specifically, is what I remembered from it. After the sleepover, the song and that video was still in my mind for weeks, mostly due to the unfamiliarity and curiosity of it. I was always curious on how the animatronics moved around, in the first place, and that song only pushed my curiosity for the franchise, so after a few days I thought I'd, Google it. I learned about the crazy lore and the story hidden in the games, the amount of games there actually are, all the characters, animatronics, and the music that all the fans have made. Needless to say, I was becoming a FNAF fan, and my favorite animatronic was Ennard. He had that quote-unquote cool factor that kind of drawed me into certain characters and other franchises, including Meta Knight, Alistair, and Artemis, to name a few. I learned about his origins, and in turn learned more about the song that got me into FNAF in the first place. I wanted to see if there were any songs FNAF creators have made, including him, so I went on YouTube and searched a Ennard song or something along the lines of that. And the one that grabbed my attention was Crawling by CG5. That song was my first introduction to him and his music, back when he had under 100k subscribers, and I stuck around with him for quite a while, and I still kinda do. Eventually, he released his FNAF 6 song, called Labyrinth, which I loved, and I still do. It was this song that finally inspired me to make my first ever cover. I've always liked to sing, almost my entire life, and I thought it would sound cool if I took the instrumental of the song and replaced the vocals with my own. So I gave it a shot, stuck it up on YouTube, and the views just kept coming in. And CG5 himself even commented on it. I got super excited, and I was getting a lot of encouragement and nice comments from people, which just pushed me to keep going. I changed my channel from KaoKraft Gaming to just KaoKraft and started focusing more on music and nerdcore stuff. I was gaining a lot of subs, so I thought I'd make a Discord server. And no, this is not the Discord server that I have now. This was one that I made quite a while back. A few people joined, but little did I know, one of those few people would turn out to be my future best friend. So now I'm continuing the whole music thing, posting remixes, original songs, some tiny animations, and, obviously more covers. Growing my channel, my music skills, all while doing what I love most. Making music. And it all started with that one song about an indie game from 2016. And the best part is that it still bops hard. So, to answer some of your questions, that is why it's my favorite song of all time. That's how I started making covers. The Living Tombstone is my favorite nerdcore artist, and that is obviously my favorite song from him. Okay, moving on. What is your favorite type of bird? Definitely parrots, specifically green-cheeked conures. Maybe I'm just biased because I have one. Another bird I love is this wild, flightless parrot called the kakapo. I mean, just look at his little face. I've been subscribed for a while, but I'm just not active. Are you okay with me referring to you as Kao for short? Everybody calls me Kao, so I don't see any reason why you shouldn't. Oh, here's a little bit of KaoKraft trivia for you all. My full first name is actually Nikao. I can't remember if it's Greek or Hebrew, but it's one of those two, and it actually means overcomer. So that's kinda cool. Other mains other than Artemis in Brawlhalla, I main Lord Vrax for 2v2s. On the side, I also enjoy playing Mirage, Dusk, Vector, Bodvar, and Val. Favorite Artemis skin? I'd have to go with Street Race Artemis for sure. Where did he come from and where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? How did you become a brony and get into the MLP fandom? I guess another story about how I got into a certain fandom. Don't worry, this one won't be as long. I started watching this series back in, I think 2013. My sister had control over the remote at the time and found My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic on Netflix. Of course I was like, ugh, but I didn't have anything else better to do, so I just kind of sat there and watched it. The first episode ended on a cliffhanger, so of course we had to watch the next one afterwards, and it really surprised me. Like, it actually wasn't a bad show at all. In fact, it was really enjoyable. I was expecting something like Dora the Explorer levels of dumbness mixed with the girliness of like the previous MLP generations, but boy was I wrong. The show's like any other good show out there. Great characters, intriguing stories mixing slice of life with fantasy elements, and with actual dangerous, intense threats that would show up in the beginning and ends of seasons. I mean, look at this!
Oh yeah, I should probably mention Season 4 finale spoilers incoming, so yeah, you may continue.
And yes, we're still talking about My Little Pony. It's like the show was made to be, well, an actual show instead of just one big commercial. Although you can bet they were still gonna make and sell merchandise. So yeah, that's how I got into the show and became a brony. Where did you get the idea for the fedora? So another show that I used to watch all the time many years ago was Phineas and Ferb. I even used to call myself their #1 fan. The show was absolutely amazing, and it still is. Some of you might be able to guess where I'm going with this. There was this one certain character whose signature look would be a fedora and nothing else. That's right, Mr. himself, Perry the Platypus. Me being the PNF fanboy I obviously wanted one for myself, so my mom got me one for Christmas, and I've always just kind of stuck with it. I don't really wear them much in real life nowadays, but I still really like them. Fall Guys content when? Don't know for sure. I'm sure I'll try streaming it sometime soon. Oh, ooh, yeah, check it out. The friend that asked this question actually gave me the idea for this. Look, I'm the living tombstone! Will you make a clean cover of Addict? Or Addict? I still don't know how you pronounce this one. Probably not. I'm not really into the song much at all. Not exactly a fan of the lyrics either, so it's probably gonna be a no. What is your favorite My Little Pony character? Either Twilight Sparkle or Vinyl Scratch, aka DJ Poem 3. I used to have a crush on Twilight for like the longest time. And then there's Vinyl Scratch cause, well, fellow electronic music horse. How are you not burned out if I Can't Fix You?
'Tis an absolute bop, my dude, and always will be.
And do you have any other favorite songs besides I Can't Fix You? Pretty much anything the Living Tombstone makes. I love almost every song or remix he's ever put out, and it's really hard to choose my favorites. His Echo remix, Basics and Behavior, Cut the Cord, My Ordinary Life, Right Now, Love I Need, the entirety of his brand new 0_1 album, not to mention the rest of his FNAF songs plus so many others. Is your favorite game Brawlhalla? I really don't know. It's a similar situation to deciding my favorite song, other than I Can't Fix You. With games, I have no clue. I've played through so many and had an amazing time with each one. I don't have a favorite, but I will name some of my favorites. I absolutely love Portal 2. Actually, now that I think about it, that one is probably my favorite. I find myself just going back and replaying the story over and over and over again, just because it's so much fun to wield the portal gun, listen to GLaDOS or Wheatley talk in the dialogue, solve the puzzles, and just fly through the air. Brawlhalla I love playing too, probably because it's the one I'm most skilled at. Hollow Knight, Terraria, the Just Cause series, not to mention all the great Nintendo titles. Brawlhalla may not be my favorite, but it's definitely up there. What is your favorite number? I've never really thought about it before. I like 8, I guess. Do you like avocado? It's good. Have you watched Pokemon? Yes, indeedy, I've watched most of Indigo League, all of Black and White, and a good chunk of X and Y. I watched it a lot a few years ago on Netflix, and I just kind of fell out of it, I guess. And to follow that up, have you played Pokemon? I've played like 90% of Y and played a little bit of Sun. Might give it another shot sometime, but I've been so invested in other games. What is your favorite meme? I like anti-memes. But other than that, I really don't have a specific favorite or formula. Oh, I do like that Toothless and Hiccup format. That's a good one. Do you still sell fridges?
Heck yeah, I do. And eventually microwaves.
Pancakes or waffles? I think I'd have to go waffles. I used to make them for my family all the time. Vanilla or chocolate? Call me boring, but vanilla. Unicorn or Pegasus? That's a really hard decision, actually. Give me a minute to think this over. Unicorn or Pegasus? Whichever will I choose. What's your favorite song genre? Whatever the Living Tombstone makes. Wait, let me check. The Living Tombstone is a musical project which takes elements from the electronic dance genres of today and combining it with rock genre influences. Yeah, that. I like that. I also like dubstep and big band. Do you watch ASDF movies? Yep, seen all of them. Speaking of ASDF movie, The Living Tombstone's Beep Beep I'm a Sheep remix is heckin' amazing. What's your favorite color? Blue all the way, baby. Have you tasted prawn? I don't think so. What's your favorite animal? I really love birds. Someone comes up to me and asks, are you a dog person or a cat person?
Bird. I'm a bird person.
Like I mentioned earlier, I love parrots and the kakapo specifically. Which cover of yours is your favorite? Again, really hard decision. I'd have to say Oceans is probably my best cover out of all of them, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite, although it might be. I loved how Lazy and Longtime Friends came out, so probably one of those three. Fun fact, that audio was recorded way before any of these videos here were released. So as of now, I'd have to say that my favorite is the I Can't Fix You one.
For obvious reasons.
Also, give me some life advice. Just keep on doing what you love, and keep the ones you love real close, God's here for you. I get that things seem awfully dark sometimes, feels like that life's nothing but pain, but that's not true. As long as your friends are here, they're gonna help you through. Did you take singing lessons? I took, one a really long time ago, but other than that, no. It's pretty much all just practice, with some occasional advice from my mom. She's a singer and songwriter too. Why are you so cool?
Aw, well, thank you.
I don't know, I just do what I like and y'all like what I do, so I guess you tell me. When did you start making animation? I don't know exactly when, but I was always interested in it. I was working on my new quote-unquote rig for videos, and I thought I'd add some more mounts to it for actual lip syncing. I don't think I'm gonna use it in every video, but on special occasions I probably will. Do you crying looking at old videos? Crying? No. Cringing? Yes. I'd have to say the worst one to go back on is my Left Behind cover. That's probably the worst cover I've ever made. I've made so many bad decisions with that one. If you want to see what I'm talking about, it's still up on my channel. I'm not gonna give you a link, you'll have to find it for yourself. I ain't helping y'all witness that. Worst pony? Never thought about it before, really. I mean, Carrot Top, I guess. Nothing against her, just nothing for her either. She's just kind of there, she just exists. You always cover songs most of us don't know. Why not cover new songs on release? That's kind of what I did with the Living Tombstone songs. As for other songs, I don't really listen to mainstream artists much, and by much I mean at all. I find a song I like, and I'm like, I want to sing that, so I do. What do you think of South Park? It exists. I've never really watched it. I don't really plan to. I'll stick with my wholesome Dorito-headed boy and miniature pastel horses, thank you very much. Say a naughty word.
Cred muffins.
And I think that's all of them. Hopefully I've satisfied your craving for answers, and I hope I answered everyone's questions. I'm probably not going to do another Q&A for quite a long time, so this is going to be all you'll get until further notice. Again, thank you all so much for all the questions you sent in. We've got quite a hefty amount. I thank all of you for the crazy amounts of support you guys have given me the past few years, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, peace out.